say we cast Serenity and they lost every lane, but they eventually still win the game. But those are just very like not the norm. Whereas we generally see teams winning 1 or 2 lane and just completely snowballs to a victory, and that's exactly what TNC is going for here.
That's a good ban. I think Osprey would have fit what TNC wanted. And it gives them stun, gives them team fight, which they are both lacking.
Yep.
They need stuns and team fight right now.
5 seconds remaining.
The other option would be Tusker. Tusker has some team fight with the Sigil, has some stuns, the ulti, the punch and the snowball.
Well, Tusker seems nice, so you could get up on top of the Arc Warden if you want. A meeple ban. Okay.
What other options do they have? The other options where I said was you just go for the bench draw, and then Enchantress Prophet as the other lane, at the like 3 and 4 rows.
10 seconds.
Which I feel right now probably they won't. I think they're gonna lean more towards having the Prophet to protect the draw, because the draw is gonna be up against a very hard lane.
Gonna be the Tusk, yeah.
So Prophet will be with the Drow Ranger in the safe lane against the Dark Willow and the Rift King, and Tusk will be with that.
Any kind of big snowball save or snowball interaction that you see against the Team Secret lineup?
It's definitely good against the Dark Willow spell. Curse Crown.
Curse Crown.
Bramble.
Even Terrorize. It's a very...
Oh no, not the Bramble. If you get caught in the Bramble, but you can save people in the Bramble.
You could roll past them, pick them up.
Yeah.
As they're...
But I think the Sigil is definitely very useful against the Arc Warden. The snowball and the Sigil. You want to jump him and kill him first. That's what you want to do. And for Secret, Wraith King could be carry, Wraith King could be offlane, but I feel like you want the Wraith King offlane to kill / pressure the Drow Ranger. Arc Warden against Storm, I like that matchup, personally. I would pick another safe laner.
It's gonna be a Legion Commander instead, so we'll see if it's still Wraith King offlane or carry.
Good adjustment, because I think one of the reasons why they picked this hero is because of the summons from Prophet. So your nuke becomes more damage.
And of course, it's another hero that could initiate against Raven, Storm. Now, to be fair, Tim's Snowball is going to be somewhat annoying against the LC, though.
Yep, that is true. But like I mentioned, teams are just thinking a lot more about the lanes right now.
Okay.
The small little things that counter me later. You worry about it later. If you do well on the lanes, you're off to a good start, and you're usually in a very, very sizable advantage.
Sounds like a college student, man. You got an exam in 3 weeks. I'll worry about it when it comes. You know, I'll just play more Dota right now.
So it'll be, I guess it might actually just be Ogre plus LC. I think I might actually like that dual lane more together, and then the Dark Wheeler still goes with the Wraith King. I mean, obviously it's still possible either way, but I feel like they have much more threat with Ogre LC.
Any reason for TNC to scout out the lane and dodge it? Do you feel like the Drow Ranger and MP is like doesn't want to lane against FATA's LC, for example?
But then again, if you do that, it's a draw on the dangerous lane, which I feel not too sure how I feel about that. But if the Prophet technically if the Prophet follows him there, he lanes against the Rift King and Dark Wheel, maybe.
Okay, well we'll see.
But I feel like they don't really need to swap. I think it's still fine for them, because the Tusk and Enchantress, I think they would have a pretty good advantage against the Wraith King and Dark Willow if that's the lane. Because Enchantress just owns any melee call. You're just gonna get right click, and you can't hit him. And he has this heal to sustain throughout your nukes from the Dark Willow and the Wraith King. So I feel like TNC could be fine with that, because Drow, you don't really need the Drow's lane to be good. You need her team's lanes. The rest of his team to be having a better time than the Drow. The Drow is what I call like a support carry. I mean, not exactly a support, but he relies a lot on his teammates to do well, to succeed in the game.
Well, you talked about the focus on the lane. I'd like to point out that there is 2 Blightstone purchase on the side of TNC. One on Prophet, one on Enchantress. TNC definitely want to be bullying hard.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. We've seen what we've seen so far. There's this double Stout Shield against Prophet.
Yeah.
Now there's this double Blightstone.
In fact, speaking of Style Shield, all of the melee heroes, including the Ogre, picks up a Style Shield.
Yep, they're gonna be facing up a lot of harass in the lane. Drow, standard issue. And the Prophet. So it'll be, let's see, what are the lanes?
30 seconds to battle.
Brave King, Ogre, Dark Willow, LC.
Okay, double melee up top. Interesting.
I mean, I think the idea behind this is because you're laning against the Enchantress, you're going to be tanking a lot. It's better to have Ogre tank that damage than Dark Willow. So I guess that's the logic here behind the lanes.
Ogre with that insanely high base regen and the Style Shield.
The battle begins.
Are we going to see a fight on the rune? Looks like it might be 3 for Team Secret. In fact, that's exactly the case. Nicely done here.
Yep, that's the weakness of Drow early. It's very difficult for you to contest the rune. That is why we talked about this before. What Fnatic do to start the game?
They just run 3 heroes in one lane and trade
to one side.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Get the runes and then go back to their lane.
Yeah.
So at the very least, no matter what happens, you're gonna bare minimum have 2 runes at the cost of a TP.
Dire structures are fortified.
Mid lane, Armel's got the vastly superior block, but over-blocked it in such a way that he's has to last it under tower.
Same goes for bot lane though. Like TNC has blocked the creep into the tower as well. Not sure how I feel about this, but they do have the upper hand in terms of getting the XP to level 2 first. We've seen that happen a lot, and the side that gets level 2 first will kill their opposing team. But then again, it's a Prophet and Drow.
Yeah, level 2 on this this lane doesn't mean as much.
This lane doesn't have a stun and has very little kill potential. They have a lot of harass, but very little kill potential.
I guess level 2 means TNC will have access to Gus, defensively at least. But apart from that.
Yep, and top lane is going to be a very difficult lane for TNC to kill as well, because Ogre is super tanky. He's going to be trying to soak up all the damage, and like you mentioned earlier, he started with a Stout Shield, so he's going to be able to trade very efficiently in this lane. And mid lane, so far, oh my god, Armel is actually dominating mid 1. He has 8 CS to...
Yeah, Armel...
The Drow aura, I guess.
I also don't know how often mid 1 plays...
He does play
Hoelgaard.
He
Okay.
does play that. And we mentioned earlier, why I feel the matchup is good is because when the gank comes, it's easy to kill the Storm. What if there's no gank coming and Storm is just farming the lane, you know, and with a draw aura, so Storm will be happy with that.
It's gonna be hard to see how Secret could send people to the mid lane, because I feel like their side lanes are so much pressured. Again, double Blightstone, no joke when it comes to harassing
Top lane, Puppey getting blocked in the shot. They're gonna fight back with stun from Brave King.
Oh, the heal's gonna come out here. Tim's should survive, and they will pick up the first blood. Tim might go down here. He has Snowball available, and he's holding on to it. Ace getting forced back. TNC grabs the first blood.
Wow.
For free.
I felt like they might have been able to get the Wraith King as well when he was like... I felt like he overextended a little. The creeps were chasing him. But TNC decided not to pursue the matter. Just happy with the first blood that they got out.
Yep. And this is kind of like, I think, how TNC is gonna win the lane, right? Very passively.
Oh, dodge.
He snowball dodge a stun coming his way.
Yeah, not the stun, but the ignite from Puppey.
Okay.
And giving him a tip. Good stuff here. So overall laning situation. So Drow is having a harder time, but you don't really mind that so much as long as Drow's not dying. You want the other lanes to go out. Storm is having a good lane.
Yep.
Enchantress is having a good lane. So that is what you want.
So far, pretty good recipe for success here for TNC.
Oh, bot lane. They might be diving here. Bramble Maze going down.
It's gonna hit, but that defensive gust is gonna come out. Raven will juke into the trees. Cuckoo's still right-clicking away, and they're still diving onto him. Cuckoo might be in a lot of trouble.
Yes,
he will tango through, and there is an entire pathway of trees being cut down, and he's fine. Meanwhile, simultaneously on the top side, though, they have taken down the Tuskar. Puppey getting right-click down, and he canceled the stun.
Aw, I was fond of them.
Okay.
That was strange.
Yeah, that was a little strange.
Maybe he felt like he could tank one more right click, but
And then
because
stun?
of the blight, because of the Blightstone, he died.
Yeah.
Possible, yeah, because he wants to tank as much as possible and then leave. He's going to go in with a stun, Fire Blast, follow up with a Wraith King stun here onto
The
Sam
heal's
H.
gonna come out, and
Just a level 1 heal, but more than enough to
Yeah.
keep Sam H alive. Yeah,
that level 2 untouchable is really hard to crack through.
2 melee heroes trying to hit the edge. Good luck. So far so good for TNC. Armel picks up an illusion rune, so that's gonna even further help his laning phase, farming and last hitting CS. And like you mentioned, it's probably very unlikely for the supports to come into middle to help.
Puppey now getting sharded up. He pops the ignite. Nice body block coming out. Snowball is still available. Are they gonna dive under tower? Nice snowball. It dodges one, and right clicks are coming out. Tower not focusing on Tims, and that should be the end of it. Skeletons being made, but
this lane
again,
is so
untouchable.
Awful for the double melee.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's so weird to see the Ogre team just getting wrecked in the lane because, like you mentioned, he's picked for this phase.
But they are last hitting. Look at the CS. Wraith King has 23 CS. I think that is what counts the most at the moment. But they're gonna lose out on the bounty runes. TNC is gonna be able to secure
3 to 1.
3 runes so far. And here comes the gang actually from TNC. Prophet. But he has no points in Sprout. Guess mid one's low. Or they scan it, then you.
Oh, and now the gank is gonna get turned around. Cuckoo will get found in the trees. This should be a very easy hit. Cuckoo mixed trees, so the flux is not doing that much damage. He's trying to right click, but we'll lose that one. YapzOr will pick up the kill. Puppey has poured in as well. And that's gonna be Tims caught behind the tower. He will snowball away and out. Tower not gonna take him down.
Nicely done there by Tims. But still, at the end of the day, one is a support kill. Just a support kill for Secret. Not the biggest deal for TNC. They're happy with that. 2 heroes rotated in.
I think the big thing for me right now is that FATA's having a pretty decent lane. He's CSing extremely well, and I feel like that's Secret's game plan to catch them back up, right? They need the early blink, and he needs to force a bunch of kills.
Yeah, that is right. Blink into blame, that's gonna be the build here for the LC this game. Since there's so much damage coming out from the Drow lineup. And here comes Prophet. Cuckoo gonna TP in, drops a ward behind, summons some Treants, but FATA immediately rotates to top because there's double siege. Sam H got enchanted the other siege creep, so this tower is under heavy fire right now. They pop the glyph.
Yeah, he micros a Treant south and pulls the big 3 wave away.
I think this tower is just dead.
Oh.
It's dead.
Sam H tanking a little bit here. Big nuke coming out. FATA with the movement speed runs away from the shards, and like you said, double siege unit, absolutely no joke. Let's see if FATA could get the tower deny. That will be huge.
Here comes Puppey to secure the deny.
Oh, all of the siege unit will die, and it's gonna be a fight here for the last hit on the tower. Arc Warden even completes a TP in, and that should secure them to the deny. No, Cuckoo's Treants will just take it down. They might lose Tims. But Tims is well worth the death. Yeah,
this is worth 1 support kill.
Wait, maybe he could get the dual damage. He's looking for it. There's that duel. And FATA at least pick up something.
Still, this is all 3 cores in the same lane. 4 heroes on the same lane. They still got the tower, and they killed a support of all things.
Mid lane Armel. Curse Crown on top of him, but he's fine with the haste rune. And also, this allows the Drow Ranger just to get free farm on the bottom side.
Yep, so level 6 Drow. The game starts to get fun for him. Gets a lot of damage to farm. Push out lanes, hit towers. Same goes for his teammates, obviously. Next move for TNC. So they kind of want to invade the jungle to place a ward. They have a ward. Oh, Cuckoo actually TP to the bot lane to place another nice ward here. This one.
Yeah, that is a really one nice thing about a support prophet is that you get to do things like that. Just bypass enemy wards, drop very deep vision.
They actually have all okay. They already have vision on both sides of the jungle. Yep. They even block this camp. That's not sure why they blocked the camp, but still pretty good vision. A pretty good one for the vision there, giving them sight over the shrine area, the jungle. And whereas for Secret right now, they have pretty defensive ward. If you look at their vision, one line across the river. Because when you're under pressure, this is the kind of wards you want. Defensive wards on the entrance on towards your jungle area. So because you need to know if enemy is invading, so you can farm safely.
Armel just walks right into the magnetic field and just gets a nice kill here with Tims. He's out of mana at this point though. Can he zip away? He does. Does not give away the dual damage to FATA. He's gonna port out and should make it home alive. Meanwhile, duel coming out here against Tims. Tims fairly tanky though, but here comes the Bramble Maze. There won't be any dual victory, but still a kill is gonna be a kill, and FATA picks it up.
TNC definitely very happy with that.
Yeah, again, the core survived, the support's dying.
Yeah, and good TP out by Armia there.
Yep.
So overall, another nice move here for TNC. Yeah, their next objectives will be, I think, just to try to secure the tier 1s. But they're in no rush at the moment because they are happy farming. They're getting a lot of farm because they have the map control. Sampage is constantly shuffling the top lane in. He has vision over this area, so he feels really, really safe doing that. Unless Secret does a smoke. But even if they smoke, they have to bring so many heroes, and they need the Dark Widow to be level 6 before they can kill Sampage.
Dark Willow will pick up 6 here with the range creep kill. So my question is, if you're TNC, do you try to press your advantage right now because there's no blink LC?
Yes, why not?
Yeah. Alright, Armel is going to press that advantage. They're going to go right onto mid one. Puts a magnet field. That's going to be a terrorize. We'll push everybody back mid one. Now we'll turn it around. Huge damage output from YapzOr, but Storm will pick up the kill before he dies. He zips away and he should die to the urn. Looks like YapzOr should pick up the kill. Yes, secondary urn being used. Cuckoo now right-clicking away. There is Sprout available, but he does not want to fight that. He will port home. Meanwhile, looks like another urn kill here from YapzOr. As soon as he turns level 6, the impact is right there.
Yeah, good move there by YapzOr. Definitely at the right place at the right time, saving his. I mean, not saving, but at least
Trading,
yeah. They got 2 kills for mid one there. Definitely worth it for them. Sam H running in, using his impetus shot onto Ace.
It's gonna try to force out that reincarnation. We'll just get it very easily. He's still sticking around. Tuskar's coming in as well. There's a stun. The snowball's gonna pick him up. Shards blocking in Ace. Can they kill him a second time? He's very close to that blink dagger. This is gonna be a huge kill. He does kill it. He bought a blade mail instead.
Oh, blade mail is nice this game. I mentioned LC getting a blade mail, but Wave King can also get a blade mail here. There's a lot of physical damage you want to return, and especially the Enchantress impetus. That would be great. It deters him from trying to hit you.
Okay.
But so far so good for TNC still. They couldn't hold the tier 1 bottom, but they got a really huge kill here on the Wraith King.
Again, FATA though, getting the last hit on a couple of kills, and now the tower last hit as well. He is very close to his blink dagger.
He's gonna move top to defend the tower.
Yeah, overwhelming AUTA is huge in this game. Not gonna fire it out just yet. Enchantress laying it in.
So Armel is almost having his Kaya. That's like a huge item in this early in the game. With the draw aura, Storm can pretty much, I think, solo kill. Yeah, definitely can solo kill the Arc Warden. Can solo kill the Ogre, the Dark Wheel. All these heroes die. A Dark Wheel can maybe survive with the Shadow Realm TP, but he has a lot of damage now. That's what's gonna happen here on this Storm.
Yeah, Team Secret seems like they need to play as a group, or else this Storm is gonna find a lot of picks.
But they kind of want to farm, so they want to spread, but with people protecting each other. Like the Dark Wheel and the LC are the heroes. Once the LC has dagger, he should be like trying to follow maybe the Arc Warden. So if the Storm comes to try and kill him, he has the spell to the debuff to remove from the vortex and try to turn it around with the duel. Same goes for the Dark Wheel with the Terrorize. So the game plan of Secret right now is, even though they have to be close up together, but they have to try to farm as much as they can. And try to use the Dark Willow and LC to protect the important cause. And maybe Ogre can do some warding, running around, break smokes, you know, Ogre stuff.
Position 5 stuff.
Yeah, more position 5.
Yes. Well, TNC Invis Rune pop, but there is a sentry already placed. Let's see if they could turn it around. But Armel says, alright, I'm gonna just farm these creeps. A very passive game here, giving a lot of time for Team Secret to get those early items that they want and need. Ace, farming in the opponent's jungle, runs into Tim's, but everyone will just back off.
Yep, TNC is just doing the right thing right now. They're just farming every single area. They have this whole area is theirs, pretty much. They farm everything here.
Oh, Blink Duel, it's gonna start on the top lane on Armel. Jumped right into the bosom of this Legion commander.
Oh, that's the reveal of the Blink, and they get a much valuable kill onto the Storm Spirit. FATA was really, really patient. I think he waited there for 1 minute at least for that kill. He understands that the Storm wants to play this area because he feels like he doesn't know that the LC has a Blink.
Right.
So he feels like nobody can actually stun and control him. So that was really, really good patience there by FATA.
And TNC now, knowing that there is a Legion Blink on the field, how do they have to adjust? Do they just farm much more defensively now? They can't go past that line that you drew earlier?
I mean, they can still go past the line, just the Storm, and he has to just be careful. Or they're gonna push out the lanes with the Prophet Treants if they want to be absolutely safe. But I think at the end of the day, they still want to, you know, get what they can get as much as they can out of the map. Because they're gonna need to hit this timing where they get the Oroshan. They try to pressure. Because you don't want to go into ultra late game, I think, against them, like the Wraith King, the Arc Wardens. You want to like try to end the game like maybe around 30, 25, 30, maybe maximum 35, 40 minutes. You don't want to go into the super late game scenario.
It feels like Drow will have a pretty bad core matchup against things like Wraith King, LC, and...
Yeah. Wraith King, LC, all these heroes, and even the Dark Widow is really strong. But Storm is their best like ultra late game hero. But I feel like Storm can die easily because they have this like strong disables, the dual, terrorize.
Yeah, until it gets Lincoln, which he is working on right now.
We'll see how the game plays out here. 15-minute bounty runes being picked up. Secret tries to smoke towards the bounty rune, but it's gonna be a tad too late here. They're not gonna arrive, and Prophet TP's bottom, places a ward, steals the
Takes the bounty, yeah. Good stuff, and he ports home very quickly.
Yep, Wraith King is gonna realize, oh, someone was here, definitely Prophet.
Secret smoked up, wanting to use that Blink LC again, but
they have the Midas on Outwarder now, so I'm not sure if they want to play too aggressive. They want to like make sure they protect each other. They try to go for some pickoffs, but I think they don't really want to, you know, go all out aggressive because they just got a Midas on Out.
Yeah, so I do want to ask you about the Arc Warden build as we see TNC smokes up. We see like two school of Dot, right? You have the Midas build that other players like Resolution has gone for, whereas EG's Arteezy has gone for like Shadow Blade, Treads, a very kind of believe in Blade Mail, just like very fighting oriented Arc Warden builds. Any thoughts on the two builds? And well, maybe we'll ask you again later because TNC really aggressively trying to invade. Well, they do see Ace farming, but they don't want to go on Ace.
I think this game you kind of maybe want to consider Silvage.
Oh, that dot here. Tim's going to run right in, and now they're going to go jump straight onto mid one. Mid one dropping low, and he is going to go down. Terrorize will get cancelled, and TNC will keep on going further. They see Puppey, and they want the captain on the back line, though. Storm again using the Breath of Mana. The buyback hero coming out from mid one. Ace taking quite a bit of damage. They don't want to trigger his reincarnation. Armel jumps through the hoops, and he is out of there.
Good discipline here by TNC.
They get 2 buyback from Team Secret and 2 kills.
They want to protect their team because if they don't buy back, everyone will die. Will just die there. But TNC realizes what's happening. It's backed off. Nothing of value was lost. Prophet is a support. Yeah, absolutely happy with that. And this buyback from the Outwarden is definitely very costly.
He does have the Midas, and his farm is very accelerated. But yeah, like Arc Warden when you go this build on Arc Warden, it feels like you need like 2 to 3 items.
Yeah, that was really bad because I mentioned they need to cover each other. LC was like standing in the trees trying to protect the Arc Warden, but he got jumped, and then Storm did not follow up on the jump on the LC. He just went for the Arc Warden because he knew the LC cannot save him anymore.
Right.
And they were just able to kill both of them right away. That was just a good heads-up play by Armel and the Tusk as well. Hims. Utilizing all this vision, man, this vision is like so good. They are able to pinpoint the exact locations of most of Secret members and able to, you know, decide which area to take the fight on. They're moving to top because they saw 2 heroes. I think maybe they saw 3 heroes bottom with the ward. So they're moving top. They know YapzOr is alone.
YapzOr, pretty hard kill because he could just Shadow Realm.
If they pull him into the silence, he's just dead.
It's hard to pull him into the silence before he activates Shadow Realm, though. That's the Secret. Glyphs the tier 2. Let's see if they can actually defend it. The rest of Secret rotating in. Again, smoked up here on the Legion Commander. FATA looking for a target. See Storms on the mid lane. Maybe... No, he's going to just go south. He'll pick up a haste rune if he wants.
I think that they're going to just wait here. No.
Secret playing very defensively here.
They don't really have much of a choice though. They are on the back foot here. They have to try to either go for a pick-off or they have to protect the mid one Outwarden when he's farming.
And he's going for a Halberd.
Oh, who? Huh?
No, he's not. No, he is.
Halberd?
On mid one. Double disarm.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
So he's pretty much just trying to survive right now. He knows the Storm is going to be able to jump in very easily in the fight, so trying to tank up and just build survivability. But This is very interesting. It could work very well.
Yeah, so earlier I was asking you about the two school of thoughts here. Like, do you go to Midas or not? Because once you go to Midas on Arc Warden, you just don't fight for the next 10 to 15.
I mean, even though I don't like Midas in general right now, but I do think Midas feels like it's an item that Arc Warden you want to buy on a hero, you know.
It's kind of like part of the core, right? It's almost like BOT on
yeah,
Tinker.
but I've seen other players like I think Thompson, he doesn't buy Midas on the hero as well. He buys like can't remember his build, but he just goes like fighting build like Shadow Blade, I think Silver Edge if needed. Just very different builds, you know. The Midas is like more of the traditional build.
Oh, they will find Tims. Tims gonna look for a snowball away. He will run into Puppey and into a duel. Yeah.
Bounty runes. Guess what? Cuckoo's down there. Picks up one.
Steals one. He doesn't have a teleport scroll though. And now he, they know exactly that he's been stealing these bounty runes. And that should be an easy kill here for Team Secret.
So that's two important kills there for Secret. Even though they are just supports, they have to get something, you know, for their heroes because they have not been farming very efficiently for the past few minutes. So that's gonna cut the lead, the 2k. The Midas is, like you said, starting to kick in. So mid one has recovered some of his farm after that buyback earlier.
And now secondary blade mails finish on FATA as well. So these cores on the side of Team Secret are starting to...
You should be able to solo kill the Storm. Maybe the Storm is a bit... Maybe he needs more help. He's pretty tanky. But Drow he definitely can solo kill.
And speaking of Drow, Raven has been essentially missing from the map the whole game. He's just farming.
Giving aura.
Yeah,
that's his
surviving.
Job. And oh yeah, we don't really talk about the active component of the precision aura too much.
Yeah.
Because it allows his team, like you push the lane, it allows your team to smoke and get pick-offs easier. Because the waves are always pushing out. So this is something that I don't think it's discussed enough when Drow is picked.
Kind of a positional way to play your Drow with the aura. I mean, let's not...
I mean, it's not just a positional way. It just allows your team to make... Yeah, because of the creep wave that's always shoved up.
Also, we've seen Enchantress double pushing with Siege Unit, and of course the Drow aura helps a lot with that as well.
And TNC is just desperately looking for a timing where they can do the Roshan. They have so much damage, but they just need to find the opening.
Fortunately though, on the bottom side for TNC, it is very pushed in thanks to the skeletons of Wraith King.
And once again, I want to talk about this vision where Secret they're losing. You remember the early game boards that I highlighted to you?
Yes, across the river and line.
They have it here, this area, one here. I don't think you see me drawing, but...
I'm looking over your monitor, I see it.
Yeah. They have the earlier one around the same area. It shows you about the concept and the principles they have about vision when they are losing or they're winning. So that's why I always pay a lot of attention towards how teams board when they're losing, when they're winning. What are the kind of visions they are trying to make?
Big smoke gank up onto the top.
They do have the
jungle.
Lincolns on Storm right now, so the duel on him is unlikely. Possible but unlikely.
It's a very deep dive here. Cuckoo gonna drop the vision now. Arman jumps right and Gus hits onto two, and they want mid one. Mid one very tanky, but will he survive? No, he will not. On the outside, Samage putting in that damage. Armel out of mana at this point, but will just run away. The Bramble Maid's keeping him locked down. Looks like they will lose the Storm Spirit. So far, 2 for 2 with the reincarnation triggering, but they will get Raven as well. Or will they? Raven on the run, but yeah, with so many heroes and a Yule Scepter available, they should be able to control him. He runs away, Cursed Crown, but detection? Do they have more?
Yeah, they have one more sentry. He should be dead.
All right, they drop the sentry, and there's that stun. Very nicely done here by Team Secret.
That fight was all Yazied, man. Mostly Yazied. He carried that fight. Warden didn't do much apart from tanking. Yazied did like so much damage in the fight. Let's see, 2,000 damage. Actually, Wraith King also did close to 2,000 damage. And LC pretty much just he dueled and killed the Nature's Prophet.
Top lane, they want Puppey as well, though. Cuckoo right, already back in the fight. TP out. Looks like he will be able to make it. I think the drums perhaps was a little bit too late to be activated. Cuckoo now caught. And no, he ports home. All right.
And Radiance completed on Wraith King. That is huge. Very huge this game.
Starting to worry for TNC in terms of the damage output or their survivability. It seems like they're not surviving long enough to do the damage.
They have to get BKBs.
Yeah.
The Dark Widow's only much. doing too much damage in the fights. They see the ward. I think they see the ward. Cause he went a little too close there, and Storm was on the. Pretty sure they saw it. See what it soon. 3 sentries being brought out here to Tim's. Still working on his blink. Very important that the Tusk gets a blink against the LC, so you can always blink and save the duel. Any other important items coming up? Enchantress finished the Monkey King bar with Dragonlance, so he has a lot of damage provided he survives in the team fight. So
Sam H doesn't seem like he's being focused. A lot of attention put onto the Drow and Storm.
And it's not easy for him to go into the team fights and dish out damage because of all this disable, the stuns from Wraith King, Ogre. Well, I guess the duel probably also a thing, but I think he wants to duel the Drow or the Storm as much as possible.
Well, let's not forget about Magnetic Field as well. Pretty decent counter.
That is true, but he has MKB now.
Yeah.
That's why he rushed it. I think overall, I feel like TNC is still in a decent position. They picked up 2 bounty runes at least, and key items coming up. I still think they have enough damage. They just don't have the means to to stand and survive against all these magic bursts coming out from the Dark Willow and the other nukes from the other heroes.
Both teams smoked up here. TNC looking for yet another engage. Scan will clip Sam H. And TNC running towards the tier 2. Oh, they're going to have the disadvantage when it comes to fighting in the high ground.
Yep, and Prophet is going to try to get this tier 1, which is going to succeed. Split the map.
They will see FATA.
Oh, they see FATA?
Yeah. Hard to make that jump. Again, they don't have the BKB, so Terrorize is going to be huge. Stormster jumps for an Arcane Rune. That's half of his mana pool. And now the fight begins. They will find a duel, and it's going to be Tusk getting caught out.
Oh, this is bad. This should mean a tower, I presume. Oh, he has buyback, so maybe they will consider to buy back and defend this tower. They have all the ultimates up. Storm is really strong right now with the Arcane Rune. I think they want to fight.
Yeah.
Consider the buyback.
Seems like it. They ping out mid one. They want to jump. Okay, there's silence onto. Ooh, nice damage output. And now the jump's going to come in. Armel gets completely controlled right now. Armel will zip away for now. Very low in terms of HP though. Ace taking quite a bit of damage. Enchantress getting disarmed. Cannot actually output his damage. Ace jumping back in. There's going to be a Terrorize. Ace will trigger his reincarnation. They will lose Sam H. And now it's going to be Tim's die backing as he will go down. Storm though making a zip again. Going on mid one. His bountiful. Running low and fast. They're looking for the mid one kill. They will finally get it. And again, Armel will survive and zip away. Zippity zap he goes. But on the back line, the duel will find Cuckoo. Secret still winning this engagement.
This Hoelgaard is actually doing so much work, man.
I mean, it's not only the HP, the disarm in the beginning, also saving Ace for quite a bit.
The disarm on Sam H, that was the big thing there. And followed up by a Terrorize.
Yep.
They have so much like disable slash soft control on their heroes.
I just don't think
without the BKBs, they can't output it. They have a lot of damage, but they can't output the damage.
They just need double or triple BKB.
I think triple BKB. I think
Storm long zip here across the map, and can he get the kill? Yes, he can. Armel. That is some perfect math calculation.
Oh, Dark Willow is here, but he has a lot of mana remaining. Not sure if they can.
He's out of there. And now Roshan. No LC to disrupt this. Rest of TNC with that Medallion of Courage.
Yep, this is the all-important opening. No thanks to Armel here. Getting the LC kill and giving his team this opening.
And that's a scary thought, having an Aegis on this Storm.
The Storm is the issue right now for Secret, so I feel like... But their best way of killing him is the duel. He's gonna have to get the halberds before he can duel the Storm. Or he has to rely on like... But it's like not reliable to have the Wraith King to break the Linkers because it's like...
Cursed Crown maybe?
Yeah, Cursed Crown. Cursed Crown is
pretty
like
insta-cast.
The best one. Or the Flux. But it's still like... He's gonna be jumping around, he's not gonna be reliable, so if he has the halberd on his own, then it's easier for him to break it. But we'll see how the next few fights go, because now Storm has Aegis. I don't think Secret feels too comfortable to fight it. They're gonna get an AC on Wraith King, which is gonna be huge for them against all this physical damage. I think Puppey's building a Crimson or something. I saw a Buckler earlier. There's a Buckler.
I mean, Puppey just loves that value Buckler.
Yeah,
so.
but Crimson is great this game. If you can get a Crimson on the support, that would be awesome.
Speaking of bucklers, Cuckoo turned his buckler into a mech.
Yep, the two supports are just like having all the team items.
Yeah.
I feel like this is an aspect of the game that is not discussed enough. You need to have a hero that buys like all these team items. It's very important. Because I mentioned you can't have a draft that's not balanced, that's lacking, maybe stuns, lacking in team fight. Then you have to buy the items to cover up the weakness that your draft has. Which Cuckoo is doing a good job here so far with the mech, drum, the urn, the medallion. All these items helps the team fights.
Raven closing in on his BKB. Just a couple hundred go away. Sam H.
Yeah, that's huge. BKB would be very, very big for the Drow Ranger here. And the pike would allow him to kite the LC or the Wraith Kinglet away from him. So Drow is going to be able to output a serious amount of damage in the upcoming fights. Storm finished the Orchid as well. So this is also huge. He's going to be able to kill the Arc Warden easier now. With more damage available, and obviously the silence you want to use it on the Dark Willow, but Dark Willow has the yields.
Yeah.
But he's gonna try to set up kill. He wants to set up a kill for his team with the yields into a Bramble, Terrorize. So maybe he's gonna find the opening to kill him when the yields is down.
Rest of TNC backing off for now. They still have the Aegis for a couple more minutes. Yep. But it doesn't seem like they wanna fight into Secret.
Not that easy. Still, you know, a Secret has a lot of items on there, like the AC completed, and then the Halberd, like we saw in the previous fights, they are doing a lot against especially the Enchantress. They have to find a good opening. They can't rush to find an opening. They need to be patient, find a good one. Like one bad fight, their draw lineup will fall apart, you know. And Armel zipping, zapping, using all his mana, clears the creep wave. I think they are going to try and look for the opening soon with this Aegis. You definitely want to at least take a fight with this. You don't want to waste the duration of the Aegis. Prophet building into a Blade Mail. Useful against the Dark Willow especially.
Sure.
Enchantress, I think he's still unsure what he wants, but I feel like he needs to buy BKB. I don't think buying anything else would help, because it's not about the damage. It's not about like being able to kill people faster. It's about being able to output the damage and survive in the team fights. Like sure, you don't see Enchantress buy. It's not like a common item on Ench, you know. But I feel like he needs it this game.
Generally, Enchantress stays so far away that she's generally not the focus of the fight.
Yeah, but this game is like the Halberd is owning him. He needs to get the BKB off before the Halberd touches him to output damage. And not get jumped by you know, the Dark Willow or even the Wraith King stance LC. He dies very easily without the BKB.
Gonna be a secret smoke here, and I do believe the Aegis is timing out really soon.
Let me check. Yeah, soon, very soon.
Yeah, so maybe Secret is timing it so that when the Aegis runs out, that's when the fight begins. Tim's in a very good spot. They see Armel. He jumps away. Cuckoo looks like he will get caught now. He jumps right in. Terrorize is going to be there. And Storm Spirit still okay for now. Just tanking everybody. He will take down Puppey on the back line, though. That's going to be a Curse Crown hitting onto two. Big one here. Sam H will stand up his teammate. Dark Willow, that's a support just soloing the whole team. On the back line here, Armel, his Aegis is gonna trigger soon.
Cuckoo pops the buyback. I think that's gonna, you know, deter Secret from further pursuing the matter. But oh my god, that Dark Willow!
The YapzOr just solo 2 heroes zoning them away. But we are seeing the power of that Storm as well. He just dove into 4 heroes. Of course, Aegis allowed him to do that, but
he killed just a support.
He killed just a support.
He dove into the team, but he only can kill a support.
Well, hard to kill through things like Magnetic Field.
On top of that support is actually pretty tanky. He has Buckler, he has Medallion, he has 1500 HP. And if you look at their talents as well, so because the game is like passive farming, the Ogre and Dark Wheel both have GPM talents. That's gonna be very helpful for, you know, getting more team items in the future. Especially I talk about the Crimson. Could be a good option here for him. He's going to go for a 4-star after the Medallion, which is also very useful to, you know, to kite.
It's so good versus Storm because you just make him commit more mana, more time to force kills. Also, Dark Willow with that 90 GPM.
What? He almost has Hex?
Yeah, he's working on it.
Jeez.
I mean, YapzOr is Don't forget that he's also one of the secret carries on the team.
He's like DJ, you know, like similar to DJ's playstyle. His playstyle is much more greedier, much more flashy, takes more farm, and they do a lot of things in the game. And Dark Willow, Windrunner, those are perfect heroes for these kind of players.
BKB being worked on Armel. We talked about the importance of BKB, and this one will block.
Okay, they have a BKB on Ange soon.
Okay.
He almost has it.
And that's going to be the next timing for TNC, right?
So he doesn't get killed by the support.
Triple BKB for TNC. There's a lot of things that will block. Of course, we talked about the double Heaven's Halberg from the Arc Warden. There's a Hex coming soon as well. Mid one has now added a Mjolnir.
And Secret once again grouping up, understanding that they can't split up against this Prophet and Storm. There's very high chance of someone getting caught out. They're just like using the skeletons to push as much as they can, and the Arc Warden clone, or whatever you call it, Tempest Double.
Tempest Double.
Yeah. Oh, he has the Hex. Great. The support has a Hex right now.
And they're just riding that momentum. Skeleton Bros in the front line. Okay, zipping in here. Armel will get his Lincoln broken. Nice pressy attack here.
They don't really want to force the issue too much because Roshan is about to spawn anytime.
Yep.
They don't want to take a bad fight, give away Roshan. That is like the worst thing you want to secret. You want to still control the map. Try to do what they've been doing the whole game. The LC and the Dark Widow, they are usually covering the Arc Warden most of the time. Then Ogre's like trying to put wards down. They can't afford to give away like all this any pick off right now. Cause like I mentioned, you die, you lose the fight, more or less means Roshan is gone. And there's Aegis Chiefs this time.
Storm carrying the gem for now, looking for any stray wards. They just picked up one.
He has a BKB too on the Storm now.
He is incredibly powerful. But again though,
he still dies, you know, in one duel. I think he still has to be careful.
Also, I'm just thinking, who can he kill through his BKB? It seems like like, can you still just jump on the mid one and force the kill?
You should. If Enchantress BKB and they manage to pull the real Arc Warden.
Armel gonna get dueled up and the Hex. Everybody laying the stun. Terrorize just a zoning one, and he drops a gem as well. That's a huge pick. 80 seconds without buyback.
Did they smoke because there was a ward? There was a lane ward.
Yeah, they must have smoked. Team Secret now breaching high ground. Jumping in.
He has no buyback?
Yeah, Sprout, he does not. Samage forced to activate his BKB. Ace taking quite a bit of damage, but he's going to be fine. That's a 10-second BKB being baited out. That's 1 minute without the Storm. Secret sieging from low ground thanks to mid one's high DPS output. And they will take down this tier 3 at least. Not going for the Roshan just yet. Team Secret.
They want to force the buyback.
Yeah,
and I think they kind of feel like maybe he doesn't have buyback because he hasn't used it for so long.
Yeah, and that now this guarantees it. No buyback, 42 more seconds. And looks like they're saying, look, no buyback, we're going to take another lane of Rex. FATA starting up on the top lane. The damage is real here. More skeletons being made here for Ace. That's going to be double lane just off of one catch. Very, very brutal punish.
Skeleton damage and double skeleton spawn.
Yeah.
There you go.
2 lane of Rex. Oh, TNC in
just like that.
A terrible shape.
I mean, on the bright side of things, he does have the BKB. He didn't use it, so it's still a 10-second charge. He's still very strong in the upcoming fights.
Oh man, that's an incredible silver lining, Winter.
It's what they have right now.
Cuckoo. Okay.
They managed to place a ward. Oh no, he just wants to scout the Roche.
Yeah, he made a lot of trees. And TNC has to win the upcoming fight. They have a shot.
They have to get this Roshan first.
They're gonna just start it. All right, sneak it. Let's see if they can. Meanwhile, this tree is just like being chased and baiting. And Ace just blinks right in. BKB gets activated, but that's an Abyssal Blade. And now Ace going right onto Raven. He didn't activate his BKB, and Samage gonna die as a result. He doesn't have buyback. Storm on the back line will activate the BKB, but after he got disarmed, so that BKB is just gonna get wasted. On the right side, Cuckoo getting found out. He is gonna get brought out as well. Secret overwhelming TNC. And they're gonna get that Aegis. They're gonna get that cheese.
Unless Storm steals it. He has to try. He has to try. Can I give him vision here? If possible with the Sigil?
Maybe some Treants running in.
Sigil, Treant, anything. Ah, no.
Storm's out of mana. Yeah, he just gives up on the steal.
I mean, this probably means the game is just gonna be over. How are they gonna fight? The Aegis and cheese.
Couple of late activation on BKBs. Samage also didn't.
I don't think he used, right, the BKB.
No, he didn't. He just got stunned by Wraith King and then died. I mean, if you look at the way that Secret has itemized it, you talked about the importance of itemization. They have so many ways to break Lincolns or insta Hex, insta Abyssal Blade, disable. It just, if you time BKB a split second too late, you're dead.
Yeah, and I feel like, even though I wasn't sure about the Hoelgaard, I think the Hoelgaard actually won them the game on mid one. Because he won them the earlier fights, it allowed him to survive. Or maybe some fights take longer time to die.
Sure.
And his team was able to win the fights with the double Hoelgaard. That's amazing. You learn something new every game.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Midas Halberd BOT was his build this game. Into
and he has a
Mjolnir.
BKB now. Just wants to survive because he understands that there is enough damage across the board. Wraith King is doing a lot. Dark Widow's doing a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen it time and time again.
Even the Legion.
Yeah.
118 dual damage already.
Radiant's
Legion holding on to the cheese for now, and this is going to be the last stand for Team TNC. Of course, Secret could just safely siege. They have the heroes for this kind of stuff. Or they could just dive.
I mean, they have Wraith King for diving.
Yeah.
So
Armel. Jumping in here. He wants Puppey, and now the Lincoln gets broken. He gets dual immediately death. He buyback. And he just zips in Armel. He's a man with vengeance, but essentially that death gained him nothing. As Puppey will just get healed up for now.
oh, they're just gonna heal. Go back, regroup. Discipline. Very, very important at the highest level.
Again, I just want to remind viewers, this game very important for both teams. Currently, TNC sitting at 7-7. This is their last series of the group stage. Team Secret 6-6. They have this one and another
Against newbie.
Yeah. Currently, both teams are in the winner side of the group stage. But if TNC loses this series 0-2, then they could definitely drop out.
Their fate is no longer on their hands.
Yeah.
If that happens. For now, their fate is, you know, right at the edge of their hands right now. they probably still
Maybe on their fingertips.
Yeah, still have to, you know, try and focus about their next game. They have one more game coming up against Secret.
invisibility.
20K, 25K deficit here.
The only thing they can count on is right now is the Drow actually doing enough deeps, you know, in the fights somehow. Because he hasn't been able to stand and right click for a long time because there's just like way too much damage overpowering him. The Arc Warden, and because he doesn't have the MKB, the magnetic field is also owning him.
Yep. I mean, Ace also could just blink in and just Abyssal Blade. Like, he has no answer to that either. Team Secret forces out Glyph here. Bramble Maze keeping everyone back, and just look at the range damage output. Terrorize being threatened to be used. That's the last tier 3. Backdoor protection kicking in slightly a bit, and that Rack's going down fast. Armel jumps in, trying to zone people away. That's going to be Tim's first one to go down. Duel on the backline. He finds Cuckoo. Just distraction here for the rest of his core to run in. FATA will die very quickly, but the Raxes have already gone down. That's Mega Creeps. Snowball going through, and you can see Raven trying to do whatever damage he can, but it's just not enough. Raven will activate the BKB finally. Storm zipping in, trying his best to kill as many people as possible. He gets hexed up here, and that's going to be a GG call as Team Secret breaks TNC.
What a game, actually. Still by both teams. TNC demonstrated a very good early game in the lanes with their picks, the way they played the early game. Storm played a really good early game as well until he got caught a few times.
That one catch on the mid lane where he got hexed, that was 2 lanes of racks immediately, no buyback on Storm. That was very painful.
Yep.